Now, we can entertain ourselves and still educate ourselves at the same time. And this is something I'm bringing to you today. You know all about kids, you know, we're trying to raise the standards of education. Now, to do that, it doesn't start near the end when you're in college, like, oh, now I need to up my papers. No. It starts when you're young, when you're small. That's when you start thinking creatively. By the time you get older, everything becomes better and more clear to you. Now, in the studio, I have someone with me, Tereza Mirovicova. Now, I know you're thinking, wow, what a name. Yes, indeed. And you'll find out yourself what a person, wonderful indeed, because she's doing things in Malawi that have not been done ever before. Thank you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So, Tereza, first of all, tell us exactly, because I just told people you're doing things that have never been done. What exactly are you doing?
Okay, I'm director of an NGO, Blantyre-based NGO. It's called boNGO, and we are specializing in education, the early education for kids from 3 to 6, but also primary education and HIV awareness among youths.
Okay, now this is something that people, when they look at education, kids 3 to 6, what can you teach them, and exactly where? Because you're talking about rural and urban areas. So how do you differentiate them? How do you teach them? Are your teaching methods something that we're used to here, or is it something totally different?
Yes, our NGO established 2 model childcare centers in rural areas around boNGO and Chazunda. And these centers are supposed to show that even in rural areas and without much money, you can have high quality preschool education.
All right. So just quickly, how do you do that? Without money, how do you increase the quality of education?
Of course, some money are needed. Sponsors are needed, but it doesn't need some huge amounts of money. These centers, they have 80 kids, they have 8 teachers, and we put a strong emphasis on individual approach to the kids and a big variety in the syllabus. There is dancing, storytelling, games, writing, numbers, everything.
That's very nice. Now, there was another thing that I know, because you're talking about dancing, singing, and everything, so that means you teach them all these things at a young age where they can enjoy culture, right? So it's fun to learn at the same time while they're doing it.
Exactly, that's the idea, that we are learning through playing, especially at this age. It's very important.
Okay. Now, yourself, we have to ask, when was this NGO actually established here in Malawi?
Well, we started in 2005. It was officially launched in 2007. So it's over 4 years now.
4 years now? So, okay, and yourself, when did you get to Malawi?
I came for the first time in 2002. I came as a volunteer with DAP, and the country and the experience somehow got under my skin, and I decided to come back. That was the beginning of the NGO.
Alright, so you're actually doing something else different, and then you decided, no, I need to go back and do more, much more. And so far, what do you think of your progress so far?
I think the progress is big. It's we have affected probably thousands of kids by now, and of course it's just a drop in the ocean, but individual kids, they make a big difference.
Now, another thing, with an NGO like this, where this is a new way of teaching kids how to be creative, how to learn, to be more precise.
And also how to think independently, how to ask questions, all these things which are very often missing in the Malawian education system.
So, I'm sure you've done other projects before, apart from the 2 that you mentioned. As I remember, as a matter of fact, you were involved in Blantyre Arts Festival as well.
That's true. I decided for a quite unusual way of fundraising, and I think I'm the only Malawian NGO director who fundraises through singing. But I only sing in Chichewa, so that's even more interesting. And I must say the Malawi audience is really lovely. They listen with much attention and they appreciate seeing foreigners sing in Chichewa.
Now see, you're singing in Chichewa, so that means you obviously speak Chichewa. Please just...
And Chichewa.
Oh really? Okay. Pelekani moni wa Malawi.
Moni Malawi, Muli Bonji.
That's very nice. Okay, give us a sample of your song, just one song.
Okay, I'll sing a piece of song called Titsate Mambo. It goes like this.
Titsate Mambo. Let's listen to the song.
Dipedza kuno kumbali izo sindikufunaine Gati wandi konda mucho wonadi kahuze makolo anga.
Okay.
Wakamba kuti wandikunda, mau wako inenda wamba. Koma nanga ndidziwa bwanji, akuti awa simasewela. Wakamba kuti sukugona, usiku wonse kumandilota. Izi zonse ndizabwino, akomatie titsate mambo. Ngati wandikonda yo yo yo, kakumane ndiadza kali yanga. Ngati wandifuna tieko, timange banja. And so on and so forth.
Oh, wow, that is very, very beautiful. Like, this is in Chichewa. Titsate mambo.
Titsate mambo.
Wow. I mean, this is where it's ironic, because you came here to Malawi to do something different, and at the same time you're singing in our language, talking about keep our culture, Titsate mambo. What made you do something like that? And I mean, that takes a lot of effort. What's the motivation?
Well, the motivation is, well, obviously I love singing and dancing since I was a little kid, and here now I can realize my dreams and really be even on stage.
Yeah.
And then I've got together with the organization called Dikamawoko Arts, and Mr. Tawongan Konjera, he's writing all the lyrics for my songs. So we are making sure that the lyrics, they really say some story, there is a message, there is a feeling. So I think it's beautiful.
Wow. Okay, so you did mention that you do this to raise funds for the NGO, and you're the managing director.
That's right.
And you go around doing this on your own as well, singing in Chichewa. I mean, what kind of pressure does that give you, apart from being an artist, and I know you're a poet as well, and a managing director for this company? I mean, where do you find the time?
The time? Well, I have all the time of my life. What can I say? I guess I have the passion, and I'll be using as long as it's there.
Okay. So, just real quickly, if anybody needed to find you, for example, because you do sing at weddings, you do sing at any events, corporate events as well.
That's right.
And this is in Chichewa. So, I mean, how would they find you?
Yes, I think people should go on our website, www.boNGOworldwide.org, and there they can find everything about us and about contact details.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you very much, Rex.
Wow, Malawi. I know you have not seen anything like that, and it's only